Today's Reddit story comes from the subreddit Relationship Advice, and it's titled, Found Out My Best Friend, 25 Female, has been using my pictures, 26 Female, to catfish a guy she's been talking to since 2015. My best friend, we'll call her Maggie, and I met our freshman year of college. We are now roommates and moved in together 2 years ago. In 2015, my best friend spent spring break a couple states away and matched with a guy on Tinder. When she came back to campus, she immediately told me about him and how amazing he was, and how they only went out to dinner once. Edit. This was obviously a lie, but that they were talking 24/7. I got super excited and asked to see a pic. That was the only picture of him she's ever shown me. Over the past 5 years, he's literally been her whole world. She talks about him constantly. She always has her nose in her phone. She gets clingy when he takes too long to text back. She's cried to me a few times because she lurked on his social media and seen he was around other girls. My roommate doesn't have social media herself. I had asked a few times why they had never met up again, and she said they're both too busy and don't have the money for the trip. I even told her that he can stay with us and that would have saved some money. He sends presents and even flowers on Valentine's Day every year. They've basically been dating this whole time. So yesterday, my roommate picked up a shift at work and was gone. I get a knock on our door and I open it to our guy. He says hi, and I give a confused hi, and then he barges in and scoops me up into a hug. He starts saying, I thought you were working. I was hoping your roommate was here so I could surprise you when you got back. And I am so confused. I immediately get down and back away and let him know I have no clue what he's talking about. My brain can't even process what's happening. Then he looks confused and says, Maggie? And I'm like, no, that's my roommate. My roommate and I look nothing alike, so I'm even more confused. Then something kind of clicks and I think, oh my God, is this the guy she's been dating? So I said, wait, are you Adam? And he slowly gives me a yes. And I get excited and say, oh my God, I bet Maggie is going to flip out. I can't believe you're here. His demeanor completely changes. He asks me what I'm talking about. I'm Maggie? And then I tell him, no, I'm Summer, Maggie's roommate. At this point, I'm still missing something he just pieced together. He just says, holy F, and looks like he doesn't know what to say. Eventually, he asks if he can sit down. I invite him in. He then proceeds to tell me for the past 5 years, he thought he's been talking to me. Every picture he's ever seen of Maggie has actually been pictures of me. I'm completely dumbfounded, and we don't know what to say to each other at first. So he gets out his phone and shows me proof. He has tons of pictures of me saved on his phone and went to their messages and showed me proof that she's been sending them to him. I felt and still feel completely sick to my stomach. I get out my phone and show him real pictures of her. I tell him maybe they could just talk when she gets off work. And he's really pissed at this point. I say maybe we should call her first and let her know he's here. So I do that and she starts flipping out, saying she's not coming home. Tell him to leave and that she won't talk to him. He calls her and he starts yelling at her over the phone. After everyone calms, she eventually comes home. He's hurt and accusing. She's crying. I'm sitting there awkwardly. She tells him that she's still the same person he had feelings for, and he screams at her, no, I thought I was in love with your roommate. And that completely makes her break down. So I tell him maybe he should leave for the night and everyone should have their own space. He agrees, and after he leaves, she goes completely psychotic on me and starts throwing stuff around the living room. Tells me she hates me. I start crying. It's a mess. I left to stay with a friend and haven't been back, so I don't know what's gone down. I feel like I have no idea who the person I'm living with is, and I'm weirdly violated. Do I move out? Do I try to call her? She hasn't even texted me. I don't know how to deal with this situation. Holy smokes. I cannot believe that the roommate Maggie used the OP Summer's picture to send to a guy. You know eventually it's gonna blow up. Anyways, there is an update. So let's get into it. The update goes, let's see. Thank you guys for all your advice and comments. Many saying you've been in mine or Adam's positions. It made me feel better. I'm going to go ahead and just post an update because I don't think there will be more of an outcome than this. I end up having a phone call with Adam, mostly because I want to know about the pictures she sent. Turns out she sent pictures of me in my underwear and nudes that aren't actually of me or her. So we're assuming she got those from Google. He feels really bad and is actually having a hard time with all of this. I assure him I don't blame him at all for the underwear pics or anything like that. He ended up telling me that they actually have FaceTime, but she would never show her face, only the top of her head or hair, which is dyed a similar color to mine. Never thought anything of this, now that I think it might be really weird. And her excuse was that she felt like she looked bad on video, was self-conscious, didn't have makeup on, etc. He said he didn't think it was weird. I don't know. He also told me he tried a ton of times to arrange visits to me, and she came up with excuses every time. So, said that he's been mostly content to talk through text or over the phone up until this point. Also said he's going to try to reach out to her one more time to talk about everything, but that he's moving on. As for me, I'm not sure I can break my lease yet, but I'm going to go ahead and move out and in with a friend until my lease is over. We briefly talked when I went to my apartment, and she sort of half apologized, but is still pretty hostile and defensive. So I'm going to give her space. I feel bad for her, but I don't think our friendship is going to survive this whole thing. Anyways, this has been some crazy stuff, and I appreciate all the responses I got. Y'all are awesome. Yes. The fact that Summer had the nerve, not Summer, Maggie had the nerves to get upset and flip out on Summer, the OP, it's like so ridiculous. You freaked out because you made a bad boo-boo. You used her picture. You violated her privacy and her life. And for you to flip out and throw things, yeah. I mean, I give props to Summer. She has the patience of a saint. I don't know if I would have reacted the same way. Anyways, what would you have done in this situation? Have you ever encountered something like this before? I would love to hear about it in the comment section. And if you like these types of stories, remember to continue to like and subscribe. I'll talk to you guys later.